welcome to Mother Knows Best. What kind of podcast is this?
You tell us.
It is
You host
a mother podcast, a mother-daughter intro podcast.
Wow.
What is it?
You tell me.
A mother podcast at Barstool Sports.
You are a Barstool employee.
Yes.
Oh, we had a very exciting meeting. What are you doing?
This is just...
Your mic is falling down.
No, it's like, are my hands that weak? Okay, that's my boomer move.
The arthritis?
My freaking hands can't do shit. Yeah.
Oh, I did notice at dinner the other night you're like rubbing gay on your knuckles.
Yep, it helped.
What do you have, arthritis?
Yeah.
From what?
Age?
Oh, hereditary.
It's hereditary, yeah, probably. But I think as you get older, a lot of people do. So one of my friends told me one of the reasons her mom had to move into assisted living was because she can't button her clothes. And I'm like, shit, that's going to be me.
Do you want to go in assisted living? What's the
Not for not being able to button my clothes.
But you always tell me, like, don't forget. And I'm like, what am I not forgetting?
Oh, I don't want to be a burden.
Oh, right. So put you in assisted living when you become a burden?
No, before.
Prior to becoming a burden.
Yes.
So when you're can't remember, I got to put you in one now.
I know you can. That's why that's scary.
No, when really do I put you in it? But you're okay going into assisted living? Do you
Yeah.
want to go to like a nice one, like one on the beach, or do you want to go in Oklahoma City? You want to go to New York? Where do you want to go?
Well, I want to go where it's kind of good. I want to go where you'll visit.
Oh,
I just want to be close to wherever you guys are.
Okay.
Where you'll come visit me.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, that's sweet.
Yeah.
So, Mom, I think that should be your boomer move, is that you have arthritis and you're not strong enough to
tighten the mic.
That's the boomer move.
Yeah.
That'll do, donkey. Do you know what movie that's from?
No, yeah. Mm-hmm.
What movie?
I can't remember it, but I know the movie.
Come on, you got it. It's like it's animated.
Yeah,
but
I know. I can see him. It's Shrek.
Yeah. You can see him. Good. That's why I knew you had it.
Yeah, I have it.
Today's guest, well, she told you, because we just recorded it, to drink Mamitas. We should do that first.
Okay.
Because this podcast is sponsored by the one, the only Mamitas, which today we've got Hannah Cook on, who obviously is a golfer.
Mm-hmm.
And she had a great point. Drink these on the course.
Yeah.
Because we always say 95 calories, less than 1.5 grams of sugar, naturally gluten-free. But who wouldn't feel good after drinking these all day? Oh my gosh, you took him to the course with Dad before.
We did. We just stick them in the little ice chest thing, put some ice there, and put these on there.
Yeah.
And then we give a styrofoam cup and put ice and pour them on there.
Yeah, they're delicious.
Mm-hmm. They are.
You can get them on, we'll link the store locator so you can go pick up a variety pack. Mm-hmm. Also, you can get them at Jewel Osco, Target, Walmart, Publix, GoPuff.com. Mom, what are the flavors?
Pineapple, lime, paloma, and mango.
Spicy margarita.
And tequila sunrise.
And I'm going to ask you your favorite. And it's going to be the same answer as always.
Paloma. And I also like to make cocktails with them.
Yeah, you do love to make cocktails with them.
They're a great mixer.
Go pick up your variety pack today, try them, and then tag us.
Yes, tag us.
Okay, so today we have on the darling,
Hannah Cook.
Did you know the first time I met Hannah Cook, I did not know what to make of her?
Well, I think she kind of addresses that a little bit. Like, she does come off as one way, and then her personality, she's kind of high. She's got a lot of energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We became such fast friends at Barstool. She was my first friend here, by far, because she would come in. So she was hired to do sports advisors. That's where she got her start.
As the weather girl on Sports Advisors.
Yes, and like her brother applied for her.
Oh, that's funny.
Like she was sitting on a boat. I remember the story. Like she's sitting on a boat and they were like, they're looking for a weather girl. Barstool is like, I'm going to apply for you, Hannah. And she was like, what? And then like she got it.
Kind of like me.
Kind of like you. Yeah. I just applied for you to work here.
You did.
And then she was like, she really wanted to become full time. And so she'll tell that story, but that was through golf.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like Dave did not give it to her easily.
No,
he made her prove herself.
Yeah.
Which I think is so cool.
It is. She's got a lot of drive, and that took a lot of gumption.
Yeah, she's got a great work ethic.
Yeah.
So.
But I mean, to put yourself out there like that
yeah,
in a new sport is like hard, especially for everyone that's watching you.
Definitely. And it's a sport too that anybody can play. Well, I say that loosely.
Yeah.
But it's a timeless sport.
You're naturally good at it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like tennis, like you don't play basketball forever. But golf is kind of one of those ones where like
it's a social sport. You can play it forever. Got to learn some of the etiquette, and you can move on.
So real quick, actually, this I think would be a good time. I think when this comes out, the mini golf tournament would be over. So we're both in that. Do you have any thoughts about how it went?
Yeah.
We were in the mini golf tournament. actually, Hannah has in this episode, she's got like a lot of life lessons about how golf pertains to your everyday life. And Kirk Minahan, who I think can, what can I say here? Nothing that won't. But he was on your team, and he told me you were doing really good, and then you completely let go.
Oh my God!
What a life lesson!
I was like winning. I was doing so good. I was better than anyone I was playing with, and a lot of other people. And they were like, "Oh, Kim's gonna make it," and then I just freaking cratered. Like my brain went sideways.
Yeah, Kirk said you were like winning, and then you lost.
No, that sucks.
Yeah, what happened?
I don't
crumble
know.
under pressure?
I don't think it was pressure. It was just all of a sudden, this is how I play golf. I can play 9 holes, and then I'm going to be talking about lipstick.
Yeah.
And that is just it.
That's just the way it goes.
Yeah.
Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. At least you know whatever you are, be a good one.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I lose steam. Like, I can do like 4 or 5.
Yeah. No, I remember my friend looked at me when we were playing, and she was like, okay, Kim's done. She's talking about lipstick and wants to know what color I'm wearing. We're out of here.
And we are finished.
We're finished.
Okay, well, let's get Hannah on.
Okay.
Without further ado, welcome to the show, Hannah Cook.
Hello, Hannah.
Hello, Kim.
Thank you for coming in here today.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
Okay, so for people who don't know, will you tell them what you do at Barstool Sports?
Okay, for the people who don't know, I started working at the company 5 years ago, part-time, as the weather girl for Barstool Sports Advisors. And then this past year, I just started doing golf content with the Foreplay podcast, as well as I have my own YouTube channel called Amateur Hour now.
Called Amateur Hour?
Yep.
Did you just Amateur Hour?
Just Amateur Hour,
Okay.
yep.
Okay, so tell us how you got into golf.
So I really wanted to be full-time at the company. I tried doing a few podcasts here, and I was like, this podcast is not for me. I want to be, like, I grew up being an athlete, so I was like, okay, I want to stay being an athlete. I want to be outside, interactive with what I'm doing, but I also need to find a space that's not filled at Barstool. So I looked around, and I was like, what can I do? So the women's golf space was not yet filled, and I was like, it really needs to be, like, brought to the surface more. So I kind of went out there one day and just tried to play golf, and I was like, okay, I'm not bad at this. So I moved to Nashville, Tennessee. I practiced golf for a summer, got good enough, and then I got hired eventually to be the face for women's golf at the company.
Okay. Okay, so that's when you moved to Nashville? I thought you'd been there for a while.
No, so I moved to Nashville last year.
Oh.
So last April I moved.
Okay.
So I just solely moved down there to practice golf, get good at golf, and be able to have a full-time position at Barstool.
Uh-huh.
And it turns out that they were like, yeah, we need you and someone to fill that space. So yeah, so now I'm
you're
here.
doing a great job. It looks like
Thank
you've been
you.
playing golf forever. So what was the sport you played before?
So I grew up riding horses. So I was
Mm-hmm.
equestrian young, very, very young. And then I grew up playing field hockey and lacrosse. And I played both. Well, I played field hockey in college and then stopped playing lacrosse my senior year of high school. So
Okay. I mean, not most people can't just go out and play golf and pick it up. Like, it's really hard just to pick up. So
It
you
is
must be
so
natural.
hard.
Like, so they say, this is what the golf pros have told me before. Seriously. Like, most people who are really athletic think they can go out and just hit the golf ball and play golf. And it's so not true. Like, you can be the most unathletic person and be a great golfer, like the little old ladies who can hit it 200 yards or whatever.
and super straight.
And
yeah.
super straight, yeah. But, I mean, you do kind of have to have a natural ability to be able to pick it up that quick.
Exactly. So golf humbled me very quickly.
Uh-huh.
So growing up being an athlete, it was super easy for me to adjust to other sports. So going into the golf, I was like, okay, I got this, no problem. And it was funny because I was at a Topgolf with my girlfriends, and they're like, do you play golf? And I'm like, no. And then I was like, bing. I was like, this is what I can do to be full time. So I was like, okay, let's try this. And then I was good really early. So I was like, oh, this is easy. And then I learned, I got a coach and learned that I can't have my wrist in a certain way. I have to clear my hips through the ball. I have to do all these things. Second, he started changing my swing. I was like, got it. Okay, so I was humbled that golf is extremely hard for anyone. A year and a half in, I tell my coach all the time, I'm like, wait, why am I not good yet? He's like, well, Hannah, people play their whole lives and they're not good.
They're never good.
So you gotta wait a really long time. So I'm gonna keep working at that. And I realized that it taught me a lot about life. You kind of have to just take a step back, perspective, calm down, and then because field hockey and lacrosse are physical sports. So I'm used to just being able to, like, if I'm mad, just like go like bump into someone. This and like me and the golf ball. I'm like, you and me.
Yeah.
I was like, I hate you, and I can't do anything about it.
The only person you can get mad at is your club or yourself.
Exactly. And then I face a lot of demons with myself as well. I was like, wow, you have a lot of inner workings to do. Golf has shown me that. So.
Yeah. That's a good point to compare that to life. Okay, so you've just started playing kind of like in the past, so it's a year and a half.
2 years,
2 years. Okay. So, and you play with people, like I saw you played with Steph Curry. So what is that like at the level that you're playing? And I don't know what level he is, but
he's good.
But that's like you really have to have a lot of confidence, yeah, to play golf with people.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's something that I still to this day, I'm like, how I look back and I'm like, how did you do that? I'm still like, wait, what is going on? I honestly, one thing that I do if I'm going to play golf with someone like that, or I'm really nervous, I'm like, okay, this is just another person, regular person, and if you treat them like that, then like you don't have as much pressure. So for example, I'm trying to think of the first, like, obviously Steph Curry was the biggest name that I played golf with, but I'm trying to think of someone who I was like, okay, this is where I learned to teach myself to just come down, because it's like you're learning, okay, you're gonna have to perform, and then you also have to be like a cool person. So it's like so many things.
You got to let your personality show through.
Exactly.
You got to remember all the things that you're doing when you're playing golf, and you got to be able to ask them questions and carry on a good conversation.
It is so
it's a
overwhelming lot. Because for me on the golf course, like I'm a very outgoing person. So I also have to be like, Hannah, let's put ourselves in check here and not like get super excited to see someone or yell in someone's backswing. So I'm having to like calm down a little bit, as well as like, okay, I need to play good golf, which I'm only a year and a half in, so being a consistent player, I still struggle with. So I walk up to that tee shot and I'm like, are you going to chunk this? There's a 50-50 chance every single time. And that's terrifying, but it's like the best feeling in the world. It's so exhilarating. So I'm like, okay, I just tell myself it's going to be okay. You're a badass. You can do this. A lot of positive self-talk. And then I just like black out and just do it. It's literally, I don't remember. Like everyone's like, what'd you think? I'm like, I couldn't tell you.
I was just like going to get the ball.
I literally said, Hannah, look at this ball. You're going to look at it. And no one's around you. I like literally like put on blinders. Like horses when they're racing wear blinders. And that's what I thought about. I was like, put your blinders on right now. And I said, all you have to do is just not miss this ball.
And
it turns out that I actually hit a great shot, and I actually played really good golf with him, which I don't know how, but I did. So it was amazing.
Okay, so do you? So on amateur hour, do you always play with just? Do you try to have a guest to play with?
Yes. So I started off with just. I went to TaylorMade the Kingdom, so like you go and get fitted for clubs. So you go and hit the ball, and then you have a professional behind you telling you the different, it's called specs for a golf club, but it's basically just saying like how hard you hit the ball, how like a lot of technical golf words. But so I went out, got fitted for that, and I kind of like evolved into being able to play with people. I played with Tommy Smokes and then a Barstool talent, and then I went to like Steph Curry, I did Jake Owen. Now I'm actually playing with your daughter tomorrow.
That'll be so fun.
Mean Girls, Jordan and Alex. So I'm going to start to like walk into that space a little bit more of having Barstool talent on with me.
That'll be fun.
So for the future, so I'm super excited about that. But basically, amateur hour is just to show people that like average golfers, girls who like watch their boyfriends play golf all the time, like I get in my DMs like, thank you so much for showing me that I can just walk up to the range, because a lot of girls like don't have that.
No, like, it's intimidating.
Exactly. So I grew up with a brother and all of his friends all the time. So I was like a tomboy growing up, and so for me, I'm like, I deserve to be at this driving range. So a lot of girls are like, it's a man's sport, and I walk in and I'm like, well, why would I not be allowed here? You know what I mean? So I love like putting that out there as well, and being able to have women feel empowered to not feel insecure or judged that they're trying to be good just like men. So that's a huge thing that I'm trying to put out there as well.
I think that's huge because when I play with Joe, my husband, like he said, he said, ask Hannah if it's fun to play with people who are a lot worse or are terrible golfers. Like he said, I don't like to play with people who are terrible golfers generally because they're not very fun. I think if you're out there and you know when to pick up your ball and you're still having fun,
exactly,
then it takes away from that, right?
1,000%. So if you go out there and like sometimes Joe, I see you and Joe out there. So if you can go hit the ball and be like, oh crap, that was not good. Go pick it up, keep the pace of play, have a few of these little drinks. What are they?
Mamitas.
Yeah, have a few of these.
Uh-huh.
And you're like feeling good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're enjoying it. But if someone goes out there and they're not good, they're miserable, they're killing the vibe, that's not fun. And there's a stigma that I learned very quickly in the golf world. Nobody cares. Like, nobody cares if you hit into the woods. If you just don't cry about it and go over and be like, woe is me, like, I hate my life, like, kill the energy. So, like, I would hit a bad ball, and I would think that these men, because I didn't, like, have any women to play with, so I'd be playing with guys. So there's normally a foursome. So I'm like, okay, I'm killing this vibe. It's terrible. And someone told me one time, he said, no one remembers what you shoot, but they remember how you acted when you played with them. So he's like, I'm going to remember how your energy was when we played together. I'm not going to remember if you were good or bad.
That's great advice.
So he said that to me, and because
Yeah.
I was being a brat that day, because I was at the point where I was like, I should be good, but I was playing bad.
Yeah.
And he was like, Hannah, like, we're here to have fun. I'm not going to remember anything. I'm not going to want to play golf with you ever again if you're just going to be a brat the whole time.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Good.
heard that.
Yeah, that
Never
is
was
a
brat
good
ever
point.
again.
And it's hard because you get in your head and you're beating yourself up the whole time. So it's probably really hard. Like for me anyway, it's hard for me to stay positive when I'm doing that. Okay, so do you like to hit drivers or irons? Like, do you feel like you already know what you kind of have more control over?
Yeah. So since I was able and fortunate enough to have like he's now one of my friends. He's my coach as well.
Mm-hmm.
So he taught me that really early, which I'm so excited to teach the girls tomorrow about everything.
Oh,
Like, it's gonna be
good.
so good. Yeah, no, so I know, like, so basically you go and you find how far you hit each club.
Uh-huh. So you're going through the whole set of clubs to figure this out.
Exactly.
Okay.
So you go in and you get, what's it called, like getting your numbers. So like I'll go and there'll be a monitor behind you, and then it'll tell you how far you hit each club. So say you walk up to a par 3. You're not going to be using your driver. You're going to be using a club, say it's 130 yards. So for me, that's my pitching wedge. So I know that, and you learn that. So that's also a really good thing that you could maybe do if you want to golf more with Joe.
Very good tip.
Exactly. So you just find the numbers so you can be like, oh, I'm going to walk up to this par 3 that's 130. I already know what club to hit. Put it in your notes app and, like, sneak in there. Because I remember this. Actually, I was golfing with someone, and I forgot who it was, but I think, it was Barstool Sports. It was, like, I golfed with the foreplay guys, and it was the only, like, they do a scramble. And I still was so, like, inexperienced at golf that I was, like, not sure how far I hit each cup. We had, like, so many cameras on me, and I'm, like, sneaking over to the cart, like, looking in my notes, and I'm like, how far do you hit this club? Wow, it's just, like, the most overwhelming thing in the world. But I was like, you can do this, like, whatever. So, like, if I can hit a drive in front of Steph Curry, girls, you can go to the driving range. Come on. Like,
okay, so what's your handicap?
I have not established a handicap yet. I normally shoot, because I just, like, I really don't play enough golf. Like, I practice, and then I go to the Barstool Classics. So I'll play 18 holes probably, like, once or twice a month, if that. I normally will shoot, like, from 89 to, like, 91.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's very hard. I'm terrible at putting. It's just so bad.
Okay, do you
feel that.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Does your dad play golf?
So my dad did play golf growing up. He wasn't, like, an avid golfer. My grandfather, he was a tennis and golf coach at my school. So
Oh, wow, that's fun.
So I understand the game.
Yeah.
But I never was, like, into it because I'm, like, so much patience. But now that I've grown older and, like, it, like, teaches me so many lessons. Like, if you hit at the ball too hard and you put too much pressure and you're, like, mad, it doesn't go anywhere. And that's why I, like, look at life. I'm like, if you, like, push someone too hard or you, like, push something too much, then just, like, you have to just, like, go with the flow and just, like, as they say, let the club do the work. And, like, I literally love it. That's why I'm obsessed with golf, because I literally learned so many life lessons from it.
That's awesome.
If you really, like, look into it deep enough.
Okay, so tell me about how your parents, you get along with both of your parents?
Yes, yep.
And you're pretty close with both of them?
Yes, my parents are, like, my best friends.
They are?
Yeah, they're the best. So my mom is a special education teacher.
Okay.
And then my dad owns his own business. So
how often do you talk to your mom?
How often do I talk to my mom?
Like, do you call her 2 or 3 times a week?
Oh, I probably call her once a day.
Oh, you do? Okay. That's
I talk to her every day. And then I call my dad, like, 17 times a day. No, I'm kidding. I'm, like, literally, I call my dad at any minor inconvenience. I'm like, Dad.
Like, just for advice?
I'm just like, hey.
Just to talk to him.
Yeah. No, if I'm busy, like here, I would not be calling my dad 17 times a day.
Yeah.
Normally, like, so I do half the year in Tennessee and then half the year in New York. So my schedule is crazy when I'm in Nashville. So I call my parents a lot less.
Okay.
When I'm living at home, like I live with my mom when I'm home.
Uh-huh.
And anyone who, like, I personally think it's fine. I'm 25. I'm saving money. It's fine.
Yeah.
I, like 3 months of the year, I get to spend valuable time with my mother. Like,
I bet she loves it.
yeah, she's like, I can't wait for you to come home.
Yeah.
We did the garden. I'm
Oh.
like, okay, I'll be home. She's like, when are you coming home? I'm like, I'll be home in a month. I'll be living with you. Don't worry. I'll call them a lot more, like, just to, like, because they're in my life every day. You know what I mean? So at least once a day.
What's the biggest thing you think they instilled in you to get to where, like, you obviously have a lot of drive, like to do the things with Barstool and to push through and find a different area for you to be in? That's a lot.
I think the biggest thing that I've found with keeping, like, even keeled with everything and, like, being able to be successful is just having good, like, morals. They've always taught me to be like, okay, be polite to people and make sure that, like, you're not disrespecting people above you or anything like that, and just being cordial with people. I've found in this world, like, I love Barstool, but for me, it's really ironic. I hate drama. Like, gives me severe anxiety. Like, people, like, totally misinterpret me as a person. Like, they'll walk up to me and be like, oh, already be defensive to me because they think by, like, the way that I look or because I'm so high strung and, like, out there, that they think that I'm some, like, horrible, hard person to get along with. So keeping that, like, keeping a stigma against that is, like, super hard. But also with my family and my mom and dad, it's just, like, they're always like, say please and thank you, be polite, stay true to yourself so you can be able to, you know, prosper in this world where you're not changing and things like that. So, yeah.
That's good. Okay, so my husband Joe wants to ask you a question, so I'm going to call him.
Okay.
Okay. and then we'll call your mom.
Okay.
You'll talk to Alex's dad, and then we'll call your mom.
Phone calls. Hannah, you're very well spoken.
You are, I know.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
I see you writing down clips, Coleman.
You see me in the corner?
I see you.
Yeah, you
So
know.
how do I hold it here?
Well, just on the mic.
It's
like,
really
I'll hold it.
quiet.
Yeah,
Oh.
if you just,
I'll just say hi, Joe. Hi, Joe. It's Hannah.
Hello, Hannah. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you.
I hear you have a question for me.
I have more than one.
Okay.
So, how does one get into one of the Barstool golf tournaments?
Oh, the Barstool Classics.
He's trying to play.
Yes.
Okay.
I saw where you play them all over the country in different cities.
Exactly, yeah. So we go to 25 different cities over the months of April to September.
Okay.
So how
So
do you get to,
how do you get into
when,
one of
because they sell
those?
out fast.
Yeah, so, well, Joe, you might know someone at the company. I think that I might be able to help you out getting into one of those things. But for the public who don't know, there's a website, and normally, like, in March, I think it is, we say we're gonna go live, and you get to sign up for, it normally tells us in like 5 minutes. You have to go to the website and, like, enter all your information and hope that you make it in time. Like, click the city that you want to be at and play in, and then you type in all your information for you and a partner, and it's match play, and you play with one other person.
Oh, okay, so it's a two-man team?
Yes.
Very good. Okay. How does Oklahoma City get to be one of the cities? Is that possible?
Well, it's actually, I think, in our thoughts this year.
Oh, good. Thoughts?
Well, I don't know. I just attend the tournaments. I don't run them all, but I can maybe put in a good word to be in Oklahoma City this year.
Yes, that would be awesome.
But you should also just come to Tennessee so you can see your son. Right?
That's true. Yes. And you need to come to Oklahoma City and play with me, and I've got 4 friends. We've been playing for like 30, 35 years, and we normally try and play on Wednesday
Okay.
during the summer. During the winter, it's whatever day of the week is the best weather, as long as the weather's okay.
Well, if I'm invited, then I would love to come down.
You are officially invited.
Well, thank you.
We'd have a lot of fun and see how we gamble. We have a lot of fun.
gambling. So Oklahoma is a gambling city. I don't know if it is.
No, it's not.
No,
But
it's
he only
not.
likes to play golf if he can gamble on his golf.
Okay.
So he could teach you some games that are really fun to play.
Yeah, can you do that? I'm really bad at that. I need to like be more knowledgeable in the fact that boys will be like, oh, we have only 3 of us. I don't know how like to make a fun game out of that. So if you could teach me that, that'd be really fun.
Yeah.
I would love to come down. And also, just shoot me a message, and I can get you in. I'm pretty sure I can get you in a Barstool Classic.
Okay. Very good.
Okay.
Are you all doing the podcast now?
Yes.
Okay, we're good now, Joe.
Love you, Dad.
Oh, well, just take me off.
Okay.
Bye, Joe.
Bye.
Go.
He really just wanted to ask you to play with this group the most.
Yes.
And because he did ask, like, he wanted to know if playing, is it more fun for you to play for money? But I'm like, I don't think you're there yet.
No.
Do you play for money or anything?
Well, yeah. So, I mean, normally it depends on the group that I'm playing with. If I'm just playing, yeah, like, so if I have a group of guys that I play with, like my, me and 3 other friends, this is like my golf crew, we'll play for like $20. But I find that if something's on the line, I definitely play better. I'm like a last minute, like I do really well under pressure. Like
oh,
most
that's a
of the
good,
time.
that's a good
Which
quality.
is crazy. I was playing golf with my roommates yesterday, just my 2 girlfriends. We had nothing on the line. We're just having fun. I played the worst golf of my life. But if it's like I was with Frankie and Riggs and Trent, and we're all playing on camera against someone, and I like will play so much better. It's really, really funny. But
They have
most
all
of the
these
time.
game names that they play, but for some reason they don't like it when they have 4 people. They have to have 5. I
Oh,
don't
really?
know why.
Which is funny because normally you don't want 5.
No, they like to have 5 because whatever the game is that they play, and I don't know what they are, something wolf, and they have all these names.
Well, I would love to learn them.
Yeah, that would be fun. Okay, do you want to call your mom?
Sure, yeah. Let's
Yay.
see what she's up to. I actually think it works out perfectly because she's a teacher, and I'm pretty sure she's on lunch right now.
Oh, so she's still teaching.
Yeah, I don't know what she's gonna say. She teaches kindergarten now.
That's so
She was
cool.
a special education teacher. I don't know what she's gonna say.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm on Mother Knows Best with Kim.
Hi, Kim.
Hello, how are ya,
Good. How are you?
Linda?
I just wanted to say hi. What are you up to?
I was just making some lunch.
Oh, fun. What are you making?
Well, I got these fresh carrots at the farmer's market and some kale,
Yum.
some Saratoga. I can't decide what I'm going to use. I think I'm using the Tuscan herb olive oil and the cranberry pear balsamic vinegar.
Okay.
That sounds awesome.
My mother is super healthy. Doesn't eat anything with anything in it. So that sounds great, Mom.
It does.
Yeah, I'll put some tofu on it for some
So-
protein, and I don't have much else, so it's kind of boring, but it's delicious.
Ask Linda what is the thing that she loves most about you.
Mom, what do you love most about me?
Oh, well, can you say a bad word on the air? Like,
Mom.
a bad,
Fuck yeah.
you're a badass.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, that's
I mean,
nice.
The eloquent way would be say you're very tenacious,
Mm-hmm.
stick-to-itiveness, but you just do and say things that I wouldn't even think of doing and saying, and not in a bad way, but I'm like, wow, you can do that, and you just do it with confidence.
Thank you, Mom.
So I'm always in awe of that.
Well, you raised her, Linda, so she got that from somewhere.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I read a book called Raising Your Spirited Child. It's kind of like having a spirited horse. You don't want to kill the spirit. So I hope I did that. That was the one goal. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Thank you, Mom.
That's
Thank you for saying
awesome.
that, though, Kim. Yeah.
This is a good book, Rick.
Yeah, that is a good book, Rec.
Thank you.
Raising the spirited child?
Horse.
Raising your spirited child.
Yeah, raising your
Yeah.
spirited child.
Not a horse. No, she's saying because we this thing with since I was grew up with horses, my mom, for me to understand things my whole life has been you should do it this way and describing it in horse terms, and it's so funny. So I get that she did say like a horse, so
Okay.
that's fine.
Well, you don't want to break, people can understand you don't want to break a horse's spirit.
Yeah.
You want them to be manageable, but you don't want to, kill that spirit.
Yeah.
So, same with
love
your
that.
child.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's good.
Well, thank you, Mom.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you.
All right, we have to play pickleball, 4 of us.
Oh, yes, that would be so fun.
So much fun. We've got to do that.
We'll do that, and we'll record it, and we'll put it somewhere.
Okay.
YouTube land.
We'll let the girls edit it.
Okay, love you.
All right, great to talk to you guys.
Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, that's cute.
She just won her pickleball tournament. She's so
She
excited.
did? That's awesome.
She's kind of good.
I bet she's good.
I have to find this photo. She sent it to me. I'm like, Mom, you are literally so cute. She gets so excited about pickleball.
It's really fun
Look
and
at her.
addictive. Have you played?
I'm not that good.
Oh, that's
Her little
cute. She got a
finger.
little show them. She got
Oh my God.
a medal.
That's
got a
awesome.
little-
Woohoo! Yeah, that's
She's
great.
so cute. She would kill me. This one's cuter. She does her little, she strikes a pose.
Strike a
That's
pose.
amazing.
She'll let you use this one. The other one, I don't think
Okay.
she'd be happy if I
That's
did
so
that.
cute.
Yeah.
Well, Hannah, thank you. Gosh, there was a ton of tips in our talk about girls who want to play golf and raising kids.
Well, thank you so much, Kim. This is amazing.
It was fun talking to you.
Thank you.
Now a word from our sponsor, BetterHelp. It can be tough to keep your brain in problem-solving mode when life's challenges throw all sorts of things at you. Therapy can help this, and if you work on this with a therapist ahead of time, when you get into these situations of life and all of the problems that come up, you'll be able to stay in problem-solving mode. My therapist and I work on this a lot, and I think when I work on it, when I'm not having a big stressful moment, I am able to use those skills so that when life challenges come at me, and they come fast, I'll be able to stay in a good state of mind and emotional state to handle those things. When you want to be a better problem solver, therapy can help. So go to betterhelp.com/motherknowsbest today to get 10% off. That's betterhelp.com/motherknowsbest. Hannah is so cute. I could just sit and talk to her for hours.
I know. I think it's one of the most comfortable you felt so far, but I think it's because you know her.
Yes.
You guys like text.
Yes.
Her mom is so sweet. So Hannah will send me she's starting to do it every day, but an inspirational video.
I got one too.
You did?
Yes.
Oh, that is so cute. I think she gets them from her mom because when we were on Barstool vs. America together, she would show me these DMs her mom would send her, and they're like inspirational DMs.
Yeah.
So I think she gets a lot of that from her mom.
When she sent that to me, I was like, does she want me to post this because it's good and she didn't want to post it?
No, she's just sending it to you.
No, it's like, I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's inspiring.
She is inspiring. And I did like everything she said about golf is a great for people who want to play with their spouse or their boyfriend or even the girlfriend that's really like your friends that are girls or guys or whatever that are really good and you're not, you suck. Being out there and having fun with them and picking up the ball and just keeping the pace of play is huge.
Yeah, I love what she said too about nobody cares what you shoot, but they remember how you made them feel. That's good for life in
That
general.
is, yeah.
So everybody go golf with your significant other,
And
or
then
at least go out there and play.
read the book How to Raise
a
How to Not Break Your Child's Spirit.
Spirited
Yeah,
child.
spirited
How to raise a
child.
spirited child.
child.
Last time I got the horse part wrong.
Yeah, that was
So-
good. No, and then I read one called How to Raise Self-Confident. No, wait, I'm going to Google mine because it's at home.
Have Bella post it on the story.
Because I kind of read it before you guys were born. And I was like, that had a lot of good stuff in it.
Oh, that's good.
Those
Yeah.
kind of books that are like cover the whole sort of like big picture on how you think about things helps when you're raising kids. Like if you know from when they're really little on, those things just stick with you, and it's always in the back of your head, and it gets your things that you were raised that maybe you question or whatever out of the way, and kind of puts in a little perspective how it affects a kid.
Oh, that's really invaluable, I would think. Yeah, let's post that on the story. Like, comment, subscribe. Here, you do it.
Like, comment, subscribe to Mother Knows Best on Instagram and Facebook.
Follow us on Instagram.
Follow
and
us on Instagram and TikTok and Facebook.
If you're going to interrupt, you got to do it yourself.
Okay, you say it.
No, you do it. You do it. You go.
No, wait. Okay.
You got it. You got it. Focus. You can do it. You know. You can do it. Come on.
Like, comment, subscribe on Twitter. No shit. On Instagram, YouTube.
Nope.
Subscribing is YouTube.
Okay.
Following is everything else.
Okay. Like, comment, and subscribe to YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter.
Follow Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok.
Okay.
At Mother Knows Best.
And Content Kim.
And leave a 5-star review.
And
Content Kim with 2 Ks.
Yes.
We love you guys.
Yes, I love you guys.
Oh, we're going to say bye to them now.
Okay. All right. See you next week.
See you next week. Wow.